will likely have cancer in our lives if you live long enough, especially men. You're going to hear those words from your doctor. Went to a doctor recently, said, Greg, I got good news for you this time, but I can't promise it every time. Well, over the course of 13 years, our volunteers and our family members have unfortunately heard that word. So this year I thought, let's put together a video to show you how close, over 13 years when we raised $5 million for most of the people that we don't know, we've raised money for those we do. So we're going to just watch the screen for about 4 minutes and kind of get a little perspective on how close cancer hit our group, and I'm certain it's hit your life. And if not, we pray that we'll have a cure so that whoever hears those words will shrug it off and go, I got that beat. Roll it.
For the past 12 years, this has been a highlight for the DeMarco family, holding up a check at the end of the tournament. Add those checks up, and you have more than 5 million reasons to be thankful.
At the end of the day, when we get to hold that check up on Monday night for how much we've raised trying to find a cure for cancer, is the greatest thing ever.
Each year, a portion of the millions raised has been split between Camp Boggy Creek, research grants, and scholarships for cancer survivors. But in 2013, a renewed focus is on the fight to cure cancer and celebrate more birthdays.
We want to find a cure. That's what we want. We want people to celebrate birthday after birthday after birthday.
Something Chris's father and tournament chairman Rich DeMarco has been able to celebrate himself.
Since I was 66 years old, I'm 75 now, almost 9 years. It's amazing. That's what this thing has done. That's why we fight so hard for it. Because I'm a perfect example of, I don't know if I'm cured, but certainly hope to be cured.
And Rich isn't alone. A handful of longtime tournament volunteers have not only been touched by cancer, but diagnosed with cancer and fought back, including Jeannie Archer, who battled stage 3 breast cancer. Now, she can't wait to have another birthday.
I think it's just, another way for us to be hopeful and think positive and, have a goal, even if it's from one year to the next. Even if it's a small goal. I just want to reach February again. I just want to have another year with my granddaughter.
But not all of our stories have had a happy ending. From children at Rock Camp who didn't live to have another birthday, to our very own Chloe Zolkowski, a local teenager who died of brain cancer at the age of 18.
It's hard because she'll always be 18 to us when she passed away, but yet she would be 19. So, each birthday's going to be hard, but I've been told you'll always remember them at the age they passed away.
Julie now has a new passion to make sure Chloe's story helps to inspire more people so that another family doesn't have to live through what she did.
I hope we can find a cure. That is my goal, because this is a nasty, nasty disease, and it's everywhere. It affects all walks of life.
Diane Wolf's daughter, Kelly, is a cancer survivor. At 9 months, she was diagnosed with cancer in both kidneys.
You never think it's going to happen to your family, and so I was looking at this 9-month-old laying in the emergency room, laying in this huge bed, and they told us that she had stage 5 cancer. And I just looked at her and I just said, I have to treasure every day I have with her because I don't know how long I'll have her.
Dawn saw other children who were in the hospital with her daughter not survive. Little Kelly also has vivid memories.
She had cancer and she died.
Yeah, they didn't have a cure for her cancer, did they? No.
And it's stories like that that have motivated all of us to gather, play in a golf tournament, enjoy ourselves, but never lose sight of why we are here, so that those who hear they have cancer can beat it and celebrate more birthdays. Committee member Eric Steiner is a survivor of prostate cancer.
Every birthday since, I say a little prayer and say thank you, because it's another year that's gone by that I'm able to be with my family and watch my son grow up.
Yes, most of us have been touched in some way by cancer, and if we haven't, the odds are we will. That is, until we find a cure, something that is possible thanks to your generosity.
It's about cancer and beating cancer. And I think that's always been our focus.
It's everybody's passion of this tournament, and all the people that play, the years that the people come back, the same faces, everybody, they're all trying to look for the same common denominator, which is to cure cancer.
Our job is to help other kids so they don't have to lose their best friend, right? Yeah. So that's what we want to do. We want to try to help other people.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kelly and Dawn are here. If you guys can come up on the stage. You saw them in the video, and they wanted to come up and just say thank you for helping celebrate more birthdays. So, again, this brave little girl battled this, saw friends that she vividly remembers not make it, and here she is. Kelly, how are you, Kelly? Kelly and Dawn. Kelly, you saw that video. Do you have anything that you can tell everybody in terms of them coming out here for this big birthday party?
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you. And for you, so touching. We were talking stage 5 cancer. We know of stage 4, but stage 5, you had to think many times that maybe this wouldn't have a happy ending.
True. When after she had her surgery, the doctor gave me paperwork and looked at me, and she had an infection that often comes when people have cancer and their immune system is so low, and he said that this infection is 50% fatal. And so we heard those words time and time again, and Kelly beat it. She was 9 months old the day she was diagnosed. She was 18 months old the day that she was declared cancer-free, and she took her first steps a few days later. And now we have this vibrant 7-year-old who makes us smile every day and helps us remember how we were.
Fantastic. Her dress matches. What is your doll's name?
Alice.
Your doll's name is Alice. She has a beautiful dress that kind of matches our theme tonight. And with that, some of you on your table see a card. It's called, you've heard of Bid for a Cure. We thought we'd do Bid for a Birthday because we're trying to have a lot of birthdays. We have volunteers in the group. If you'd like to bid for more birthdays, you can. Everyone in this room can participate at whatever level. But we started at $1,000. We used to sell the Bears. Last night we made $13,000 in like 5 minutes with this. So if you're at 1,000, raise your hand and someone will come see you. If you're at 750, raise your hand now. At 500, whatever you're comfortable with, we would love. And we have the volunteers that will work themselves around the room. At 400, at 300, raise your hands if you feel like you want to help out with a bid for a birthday at any stretch of the imagination. At $100, raise your hand for 100. We should have everybody in the room, 150, 75, whatever you want to do. You don't have to call yourself out, but they'll come to your table. So if you'd like for them to come to your table and then write down a bid for a birthday, we'd love to have you. And what a great, great thing, celebrating birthdays. And now you've had all of these birthdays, 7 birthdays, and at the time, you probably didn't think you might even have a first birthday.
Correct. Her first birthday, Kelly's, was on chemo. She's actively on chemo, and we had to make a decision as a family. Do we celebrate her first birthday party? For those of you who have walked in that journey, you're not allowed to be around people, those blood counts, the germs, and we decided we needed to have that first birthday party. And looking back at those pictures now, she was so sick. But that day, we didn't see that. We just saw our 1-year-old celebrating her first birthday. And now we've had a second birthday party, and a third, and a fourth, and all the way to a 7th birthday party, and we're so thankful. Thank you for all you're doing.
Again, as we're giving a few moments, thank you very much, Kelly. Thank you, Dawn. We appreciate it. Jay has something he also wants to do, but again, if you're interested in filling out the bid for a birthday